All right, good morning, guys. Here we are. Welcome to your unique devotion. Get in there. Can you read that? Can you read that? Okay. Goofing around is a good start off to the day. Today, I'm going to read chapter 18 of the book of John. So, John chapter 18. I'm only going to read half today. I think it works out better. Now we're getting into the lead up to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And I think it's better to just ingest it, at least this chapter, in just a little bit of a smaller tidbit, instead of doing it all at once. So today and tomorrow, I'm just going to read it. It's ingestion time. Just kick back, relax, and listen to the story. And then after we're done reading it through the whole way, as we always do, from chapter to chapter, we'll go back, we'll break it down as that daily devotion, looking for that God question. So, let's get started. John chapter 18. When Jesus had spoken these words, he went out with his disciples over the brook Kidron, where there was a garden, which he and his disciples entered. And Judas, who betrayed him, also knew the place, for Jesus often met there with his disciples. Then Judas, having received a detachment of troops and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, came with their lanterns, torches, and weapons. Jesus, therefore, knowing all things that would come upon him, went forward and said to them, "Whom are you seeking?" They answered him, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said to them, "I am he." And Judas, who betrayed him, also stood with him. Now, when he said to them, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Then he asked them again, "Whom are you seeking?" And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus answered, "I have told you that I am he. Therefore, if you seek me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spoke, of those whom you gave me, I have lost none." Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and struck a high priest's servant, and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. So Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword into the sheath. Shall I not drink the cup which my Father has given me?" Then the detachment of troops and the captain and the officers of the Jews arrested Jesus and bound him. And they led him away to Annas first, for he was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, who was high priest that year. Now it was Caiaphas who advised the Jews that it was expedient that one man should die for the people. Interesting. And Simon Peter followed Jesus, and so did another disciple. Now that disciple was known to the high priest, and went with Jesus into the courtyard of the high priest. But Peter stood at the door side. Then the other disciple, who was known to the high priest, went out and spoke to her who kept the door, and brought Peter in. Then the servant girl who kept the door said to Peter, "You are not also one of the man's disciples, are you?" He said, "I am not." Now the servants and the officers who had made a fire of coals stood there, for it was cold, and they warmed themselves, and Peter stood with them and warmed himself. So we're going to stop right there. That's a good stopping point. We're like halfway. So just thanks for listening. Tomorrow I will read the rest of chapter 18 for you. And again, kick back, relax, and enjoy. Until tomorrow, I hope God gives you all the blessings you deserve. Even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. Have a wonderful day.